everyone to bear arms, MIYETTI Allah tells Nigerian government. The MIYETTI Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria has urged the Nigerian government to allow every Nigerian to bear firearms to protect themselves, considering the security challenges in the country. So then what does that speak of the government and how incompetent they are? You might as well just say that we don't need a government that will be responsible for the welfare of the people. Magban made the call on Sunday while reacting to a comment by Bauchi Governor Bala Mohammed that herdsmen are only carrying firearms for self-defense. The Bauchi governor had come under severe criticisms from various quarters for defending armed herdsmen going about with AK-47s, but Magban's Bauchi chairman Alhaji Sadiq Ibrahim Ahmed told the nation on Sunday that there was nothing wrong with the governor's view since he didn't say herdsmen should go and cause chaos with the weapons. According to him, since the Nigerian government can no longer protect citizens, it is better for every citizen to protect themselves from bandits. He said the government has become irresponsible. That is why a Fulani man has become an outcast in his own country. All his wealth has been crippled to the activities of cattle rustlers. What do you expect him to do? Let everybody protect themselves. Let everybody carry arms. You don't allow a few bandits to come and ruin you, kill you, as well as your family, as few people cannot be terrorizing everybody. Though in a normal situation, nobody should be allowed to carry arms except those that are legalized to do so. But if the federal government had taken responsibility of protecting the lives of citizens seriously, no one would dare have any reasons to carry arms. You need to ask yourself, is the government doing enough to protect the lives of herdsmen? I won't fault Governor Bala Mohammed for this statement. He is very right. After all, he did not say herdsmen should go and cause chaos. What do you mean? If you hold the power and influence in a country where you are the governor and what you say goes, and you then encourage people to carry arms, why can't you put systems in place? Isn't it embarrassing as a governor that you are not competent enough to protect your own people, and then you leave the responsibility to them and be like, bruv, it's not me, please, I beg, protect yourself because it's not me that you're going to come and stress. That's basically how it is. That's how he comes across, very, very lazy. No one faulted Benue Governor Samuel Ortom when he said herdsmen should leave his state. So why are they criticizing Bauchi Governor? You don't just tell somebody to leave a state. Like, things just don't happen because it just happens. There has to be a reason. And unfortunately, where in Nigeria, where we are so different and identity is everything, the generalization occurs, and unfortunately the innocent ones get this stereotypical, judgment as the actual minority of their group committing the crimes. Fulani herdsmen have been blamed for the heightened insecurity in some parts of the country, especially in the southwest, where a number of ultimatums have been issued to them to leave the region. The fact is, whether you like it or not, the governor of the state has a right to tell them to leave because of certain reasons, being that they are causing insecurity, which is very valid. Again, it's not the ideal situation, but again, it just highlights how much we're so different and yet we're still one country. It just shows how we just don't relate with each other. There's no common ground for us, to be honest. And honestly, there's no point arguing about. The fact is, no one really likes each other, and it just is what it is. Someone here says, personally, I disagree with everyone having arms because Nigerians don't have control systems to manage any outcomes. Nah, I'm not even gonna finish this. Nah. Another person says, don't fall for this trick. MIYETTI Allah is a terrorist organization, and until the government prescribes them, we will never take them seriously. It is only because MIYETTI Allah has taken over the defense ministry armory. To request with confidence like this means they have equipped themselves long time ago, just waiting to massacre innocent Nigerians with the help of the government. When will this clueless and lackluster, oh wow, government tell us that Miyetti Allah is now a okay. The person continues saying they make all manner of statements without any form of backlash from the government, but when someone else says something, you will start hearing quick notice the DSS, army, police flexing muscles. Absolutely. You rather say other citizens because you people have been carrying arms for over 20 years now. A whole conversation for another day. Someone says this is a nice suggestion. Taraba State Governor, Benue State Governor, and yeah, made the same appeal when they discovered that the federal government under General Buhari is working with the Fulani herdsmen to grab lands. The fact is, you should not go and graze on someone else's private property, and you don't then commit heinous crimes. First of all, that's wrong. But then cattle grazing should be in a place you don't carry them everywhere. It's just so backwards and embarrassing. I can't even believe we're having this kind of conversations now when we're meant to be, fighting or focusing on other things. It makes you really, really think about how Nigeria is so behind, and it seems as though the southern part of the country is always trying to move forward, but then and we criticize ourselves for not being developed enough, and then we realize that we're literally with the northern part of the country, which statistically they don't generate as much of the GDP as the southern part. Go check the statistics. It's not anything offensive, but then we just see how behind it is, and we have to slow down for the northern part of the country to catch up. It's just extra. Someone says countless people was allowed into a beautiful place to destroy us and be happy. Fulanis aren't Nigerians, they are asking for arms. That has been their culture of Fulanis. If you go on Google and you search about the Fulani culture from the last time when I actually searched it up, it's basically a group of people. So it says the Fulani or Fube people are one of the largest ethnic groups in the Sahel and West Africa, widely dispersed across the region, inhabiting many countries. They live mainly in West Africa and northern parts of Central Africa, but also in South Sudan, and other regions near the Red Coast. And I also read one time that they basically like cattle breeding, rearing. That's what they do. It's been their culture for so many years. That's how they've been able to keep their economy and do whatever they wanted. It's just really behind, and it's just wrong. I can't believe we're having the conversation as to why cattle grazing is literally not for the streets. It's not for roads. It's not for you good on people's private property. I'm thinking that's justified. But what I think, and do not forget to like and subscribe.